Hey everybody, this is Zach at the Edge Pro, coming to you with a little recap of 2020 and what went on, and towards the end we'll talk a little bit about what we're looking forward into 2021. As everyone knows, 2020 was a little bit of a rough year. We had a lot of supply chain issues, delays, factory closures, things like that, and a lot of those effects are still ongoing. Some of the things I wanted to talk about today was some of the strategies factories were tried to use during 2020 and the effects they had and what that looks like. Some of the big ones are Andis discontinued all of their promotional pricing for a few months and whatnot to try and reduce sales. It didn't work. As a matter of fact, sales were up, so it just caused more delays and things like that. Wall, one of the things they're doing right now is they're not keeping back orders, so we're going to place an order for everything we need. They're going to hold it for 15 days, and they're going to ship what they have and cancel the rest. The effects that has is that anything we ordered that they didn't have, we now have to order again, and it's going to again be another 14 days before we may receive it. And so that's going to continue the delays, and we saw that through most of 2020. One of the other big deals we had, obviously, with COVID was a lot of the factories had to socially distance their manufacturing lines, which again decreased their productivity and ability to output product. Then again, another big deal was shipping outside of China. Delays and things like that that were starting to be felt as early as November 2019, and we weren't really aware of until again March, when the factories closed down for several months, and what that looked like. Another big deal was how big the industry got following the country starting to reopen. A lot of the factories expected a kind of a slow return or gradual over time, and what actually happened was kind of an explosion of business and need for product and parts, and being they weren't prepared for that, it again caused more delays and issues getting product. Some of the big things we can talk about is the Andis SMC cord that we haven't seen now really in any volume since last June and July. We've received 2 small shipments that ultimately didn't last more than a couple hours in the building. And moving forward, that ETA is still ongoing and the issues that it caused. Across the board, we've seen delay on shipping times, whether that be from factories to us or from us again to you guys, whether that's through the post office, through FedEx, even some UPS options that we've done, again, are all very delayed in their time frame to getting to you guys, the customer. We have a number of smaller brands and companies that we do business with that we've seen a huge increase in their volume, just as the big factories didn't have supply of certain products. And those particular companies and products are actually starting to see delays themselves as they are doing more volume than they're used to. One of the big things that a lot of these smaller companies, usually they ship in about a week. They're now saying try and plan around a 6 to 8 week lead time on a lot of their product, just simply because of the overwhelming demand and support from these different industries that they're seeing. And so moving forward, you want to be planning ahead, have a backup tool, have a plan, try and budget to have those products or tools sooner rather than later, or at least getting them ordered so that you're prepared for that longer delay. In a most part, that's kind of been our 2020 and what we saw there. If we look forward to 2021, what we're looking at is going to be much more of the same when it comes to delays. Increase in shipping costs are continual from all of our vendors, whether that be UPS, FedEx, USPS. We've looked at some other options, but for the most part, it stays steady at an increase in price due to increased costs of shipping. Another thing that we're looking forward in 2021 is going to be some changes of product lines and service. Some of you may have seen on Facebook that Andis is going to be putting out a price increase that's going to be in about 20 days, and it's going to be pretty severe. So start planning on seeing that, more information on that soon. Again, the Andis SMC cord, right now we don't have a good ETA on when we'll receive any more. But on the positive note, a big deal that we're really excited about is a change for Wall Animal. We now have what is considered, or what they're calling, the Wall Master Service Center program. So there are 7 of us across the country, and we're the only places to get these parts from. And as we've been doing this for a long time, we really hope to be able to supply your needs through that. There will be some changes in pricing and structure of how those parts are sold, and that they're now making them into kits. So a housing kit has all the different housing components and screws that you will need, and you won't be able to necessarily buy individually. So it's a little bit different, but hopefully the pricing and the structure around it helps us to better serve you and to increase your sales and availability of things in that product line. Even though 2020 was rough and 2021 has some things coming up that may not be getting much better when it comes to shipping and costs of things, we are looking forward to 2021 and seeing what we can do with you and partnering with you, our customer, and to make 2021 our best year yet.